If I was to go to a nearby grocery store and buy some of those protein shake drinks for about $7 for a pack of four, and let's say I wanted to buy four of them, then the cost to me before tax would be the number of items times the price per item. So four items times $7 per item, I'd be paying $28 for that. Of course, I get taxed, but the store would receive a revenue of $28. The tax, of course, goes to the government. So similarly, in this question, if there's a business that's selling lamps and they sell N of them, then the revenue they're going to receive, if they're selling them for a price of $30 minus 0.10 N, that would be $30 minus 10 cents per item. The revenue they would receive number of items times price per item. Notice here that it's saying that's when N is less than or equal to 40. If they are able to produce and sell more than 40 of them, then they're going to work with a different function. But still, overall, for whatever number, then for one particular number of lamps sold, they're going to get one revenue. Okay, if we distribute N we can see that we're dealing with a quadratic function here. I'm going to put that in descending order. And we're looking for the number of lamps that they need to sell in order to have a revenue of $560. Keep in mind though, N has to be less than or equal to 40. So we're looking to solve this equation. I'm going to get that in standard form. By subtracting the 560. Now the 0 after the 1 here is superfluous, but the other zeros are not. Yes, we could multiply by -10 to make that a 1n squared. If we multiplied every term on both sides by -10, we'd have a positive 1n squared, but then we're going to be dealing with some much bigger numbers here. I don't want to get into that. You could try it out though, see if you get the same answer. A is -0.01, B is 30, and C is -560. So plugging those into the quadratic formula this time, the variable is N, so N equals, instead of X equals, we've got -30 plus or minus 30 squared minus 4 times -0.01 times -560 all over 2 times negative 0.1. Negative 30 plus or minus something all over negative 0.2. 30 squared is 900. Thinking of that minus as a negative, I'm counting up how many negatives. I've got 3. When I multiply an odd number of negatives together, it's still going to be negative, which tells me that after I do the multiplication, I'm doing the multiplication without worrying about the signs. I know that whatever answer I get is going to be subtracting some positive number. Subtract a positive number. So 4 times 0.1 is 0.4, and multiplying that by 560, I get, luckily, a nice number, 224. $900 minus that is 676. Something tells me that might be a perfect square. It's not one that I have memorized. Maybe 26. Let's see here. I'm right. And then split that into the 2 cases. Negative 30 minus 26, which will be negative 56. When I divide that by negative 0.2, I'll get a positive 280. But that is greater than the 40, so we're going to reject that answer. On the other hand, in the case of the subtraction, sorry, the addition, negative 30 plus 26 is negative 4, and negative 4 divided by negative 0.2 is positive 20. That one is less than or equal to 40. So to get a revenue of $560, they would have to sell 20 lamps. And let's see here. Okay.